Good morning, friends. It's Nancy, and it is Sunday, so we're going to do a little self-care today. I want to talk to you about a new book I've been reading and work on this monster journal. I have 2 signatures done, so and I have the papers pulled for signature 3, so let's do a little decorating. Not sure what I've got going on yet. Okay, so the book that I'm reading, it's about organization, and it's called The 12-Week Year. There is some free audiobooks on YouTube, so you can Google it, and there's also a number of videos that people have talked about their experience with the 12-week year. So essentially, the idea is that you make your plans not on an annual basis, but on a 12-week basis. So, I guess, for practical purposes, when you are, I've got this old piece of, what do you call this? French something. And I thought that would make a kind of a neat pocket. So if you only have 12 weeks to complete your goals, the idea is that you're going to put a lot more energy into getting those goals done, and a lot more of your activities is going to be driven. Do you know what? I might put it here. And then there's still this place to journal. Does that make sense? Okay. So you plan out your activities according to what action is going to lead you closer to your goals. So you're setting yourself very specific tasks. So at first I thought, another hokey, I'm going to save your life book. And to be honest, it's not well written. They seem to say the same things over and over again. And I think their intent is to make it seem like it's for everybody, but they slip sometimes and only talk about businesses. So your goals are about, your business work related things. So I'm just going to add a few drips. I think I'm going to hand stitch this baby down. So I ordered the book, and it came the other day, and it made, as I read it, I was able to make perfect sense of it. So talking about goal setting, so in social work we would call them SMART goals. So they have to be specific, starting with specificity. So I wrote myself a few goals, and I've had a really productive couple of days. So I have this week planned out for myself. We'll see how that goes. I'm feeling really good. Yeah, well, when you start something, it's always exciting, isn't it? I don't mean to be doom and gloom, but I will reserve my judgment until I evaluate the results in 12 weeks. Let's see if that pin's gonna work. I'll let this thing get clogged. Okay. I think that's gonna work. Just going to pause, and I'm going to stitch this without thread, so I have holes, but not sewn down, because I'm going to hand embroider this down. I'm making quite a mess here. I decided to use this wool that came from a sweater. You know, sometimes you buy a sweater and they give you a little bobbin of wool to make repairs. And I couldn't find the end of it. So I'll make some new ends. Hopefully this is going to work. Anyway, so my 3 goals, one was related to finances, one was related to health, and I guess 2 were related to health. So I started on Friday, and we'll just see how it goes. But I heard about it, or I learned about it on Pinterest. I love Pinterest. I don't know if people still do Pinterest like they did 10 years ago. Sometimes I got a little tear here, so I have to be careful. Sometimes it feels like I'm getting the same stuff in my feed all the time, so maybe people aren't Pinteresting like they used to. I don't know. I still like it. It's a good way for me to file away ideas and you know, hang on to recipes that I like. There's one image that comes up again and again and again, and it's a tag that I made, and I shared a photo of it. I'm not sure where. Somewhere. And somebody must have saved it to their Pinterest board. And it keeps coming up as something I like. Well, I did like it. I need to cut this thread, it's too long. I was going to initially double it up, and then I thought, So, I'm fine on, so for example, some of the things that I've done. So with respect to health, I finally went and got some blood work done that I had been putting off for months. And I called and made an appointment with my nurse practitioner now that I had my blood work done. So I can go and discuss it with her. It was a whole 9 yards too when I went for the lab work. I had blood work, an ECG, and urinalysis. A whole 9 yards. I have indicated 2 financial goals. One is a short term, I want it accomplished in 3 weeks, and the other one is longer term, I want it accomplished by the end of 12 weeks. And I think, I'll have to calculate this later, I think the first 12-week period will end either just before we go on vacation or while we're on vacation. Yeah, that makes sense because we're going at the end of February, coming back early March. Getting harder to hold this when I get in the middle. This page is the front of a piano lessons book. Another takeaway, maybe I already said this, I don't know. If you you know, lend a critical eye to yourself several times a day, you can ask yourself, is what I'm doing contributing to, is this action contributing to my goal? And I'm such a procrastinator in the worst way. And I'm such a fraud because I coach my clients not to do certain things and now how to how to fix their lives. So I'm going to tell one of the gals at work about it because she, like me, loves organization and planners. We have a lot in common that way, and also both of us are lovers of stationery. Oh my gosh. We'll send each other, you know, little pictures of you know, perfectly lined up sharp pencils and mark it as porn. tell her all about it. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow is my annual trip to the cancer clinic for what they call active surveillance or something like that. So not super concerned about it. This will be year number 6. Also going to the dentist in the morning. Ugh. Now, neither of these appointments were made, after I decided I would do 12 the 12-week year. That was already well advanced scheduled. So my third goal about health. When things are disorganized, or what's the word? Cluttered, I guess. It stresses me out and gives me really negative feelings. So my third goal is about improving reducing negative feelings and improving stress levels as they relate to clutter. So this is not a Marie Kondo kind of thing. It's me looking around my house and thinking, why do I still have that? I have never used it. I have no use for it. It's got to go. So on day 1 and 2, I worked on my kitchen. And it's just, things... Like I had this teapot that I bought because I thought it was really pretty. But it's just sitting on top of the cabinets, getting dirty and greasy from cooking. I've never used it. Nobody else sees it. I hardly look up. It's got to go. I recently was at an estate sale and bought a set of really nice colanders, but now the cupboard that they're in is a mess. So did I just pull that knot out? No. I didn't get it as close as I wanted, so I'm just pulling some stitches. So using this wool is a different texture. Nice, nice, nice. I got some bits and pieces of lace here. Not sure if I want to add anything. Ooh, look at that gorgeous hunk. I'm not going to put that there. But it might go somewhere. Coffee. Lots of little clippings here. Where's that butterfly? Oh, there it is. Thinking I would add this butterfly here. Let me look at it through the camera. Maybe not. Maybe we'll just hold off on decorating this for a minute or two. Now, what can I sort of layer on there? To cover up some of that print. Got some book page here. Let's get a little ink. So today, I'm gonna look at the weather. I was going to go to the Nostalgia show in Ancaster, but when I looked at the weather last night, it talked about possibility of freezing rain. Well, I'm not doing freezing rain. That would be silly. So what are you working on today? Leave a comment below. I'm interested to know what other people are doing. Probably a lot of you are getting ready for Christmas. I haven't really done anything too Christmassy yet. Usually on the 1st of December I get out my Christmas dishes. Look, I have a set of china that I use at Christmas time. But I didn't do that. I haven't done... Oh, I changed out the hand towels. The hand towels you're not allowed to use. Just look at the hand towels in the bathroom. The bathroom upstairs. I don't touch anything in the bathroom down here. That's Doug's domain. We did watch the new Eddie Murphy Christmas movie that was on Prime that has been talked about on, you know, the nighttime shows. We did that. That was Christmassy. Next, well, it starts Thursday, but next weekend starts the Christkindle market in Kitchener. I haven't been to that in years. So weather permitting, we will, I don't know if Doug's ever been. It's like this paper isn't even square. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Okay, got that rolling. The tool. Okay. Next. Some of the girls at work are talking about a girls' getaway, like in 2 weeks, which I've been invited to. It's they've organized an Airbnb in Paris, Ontario. Don't get excited. Not Paris, Paris. Although Paris, Ontario is quite lovely. I said I would, but now I'm rethinking it. Why aren't you sticking? Stay. Just, you know, I'm a lot older than these girls. In fact, two of them refer to me as their mother. So, I don't know. Hey, that looks cool. Oh, there it is. Now, I got a new stencil. I got two new stencils. So these are brand new. These are made by Tailor Made Journals, Lorna Taylor here. She has some stamp sets and some stencils, and I thought I would give it a try. So these are brand spanking new. I got mine from scrapbook.com. I'm sure there was probably a Canadian resource, but I don't know what it was. This is a low tack tape, so it won't tear my paper when I remove it. Okay. Saw somebody this morning when I was looking at Instagram for a minute who had made these absolutely gorgeous Christmas cards. And her comment was, I finally made friends with texture paste. And I thought, yeah, you did. These are stunning. Can't remember who it was. And ooh. I'm gonna pause while I tidy up this. I just thought I'd show you, this is the stamp set that I got from TaylorMade Journals. Well, it's from Creative Expressions, but it's by TaylorMade Journals. I forgot I got this. I'm gonna have to pull that out later this week. Okay. So I put that aside to dry. I've got this piece of pillowcase that has this beautiful pansy. I'm gonna have to pick out some stitches down here. And of course, my stitch ripper is elsewhere. That's okay. These were hand hemmed by somebody and hand embroidered, clearly. I'm not cutting the fabric, I'm just cutting the threads. Oh, a little more. Now I can pull out any little threads that are there. Okay, I'm going to iron this. We're pressed. I've got this piece of plasticky kind of stuff. I'm going to glue it there to sort of give myself some stability in a pocket. So I'm putting a little bead of glue along that stitch line. Stay there. And then I'm just going to turn up a tiny little hem. Oh my goodness, Doug's up early. more than a little crooked, Nancy. Not that it matters, it's going to be on the wrong side, but still, it could show through. It could. I wouldn't mind putting a little lace across there. This is tatted. No. Let's grab something else. Something else. Uh-oh. This is all big pieces. We need little pieces. These also might be big pieces. More or less it is. Why am I struggling? How about this? Okay. It's not handmade lace by any stretch of the imagination, but this came off that doily that I used the other day to make those slide mount embroidery thingerdoobers. Okay, I'm going to stitch that down. Well, that was a nightmare. I had to stop and start and stop and start and stop and start and rethread my machine. And okay, I decided I'm not going to put this in this signature because I don't really have a place to put it. So this came out of a big ledger book. This came out of a ledger book. There's the page from the school, or sorry, the piano lessons will go in between these two. And I have this page. So I don't want to cover up these flowers. I might put something on this edge though. Let's grab some lace, man. What do we got? There's an oldie but a goodie. Not much left there, but pretty special. This will go in a different signature. I'm telling you, I spend more time looking for stuff than I ever do crafting. And I mean, things are pretty neat and tidy. Okay, I'm going to stitch this, and I think we'll call that a video. I hope you thought this was interesting. Let me know down below what you're working on. I'm interested to know. I tend to watch videos while I'm working, so mostly I'm listening. I'm not really watching, but and if my discussion about the 12 week year was interesting to you, take a look at that. And remember, it's Sunday. This is the day that you need to take some time and think about self-care, and what that looks like for you. Maybe you might want to make that a goal for your 12-step program, if not your 12-step program, your 12-week year, if that's something you're going to be checking out. All right, everybody, take care. Have a great rest of your Sunday. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.